Everybody, happy Wednesday. Whoa, sorry. I don't know what I just did. Everything just went weird there for a sec. Okay, I'm gonna wait a second till everyone gets on. I know you're like, really? You're using Tropical Leaf? It's not brand new. It's only in the online exclusives. I know, but my new catalog stuff's still not here. It looks like it should start arriving this week. We'll see. I know I have my fingers crossed, but nobody's on, so we're okay. Okay, sorry. I just had so many stamps on the go. Hi, Melanie. How are ya? On the go on my counter that I'm just taking some of them and putting them away so that I actually have blocks to work with. And I know I was 3 minutes late. Hi, Denise. Hi, Linda. Hi, Jane. How you doing, everybody? Sorry, I'm literally taking chickens off their blocks. Ooh, and I should put this on live while I'm at it. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Oh, who's mad? How are you already mad? Who's mad? Jean, it says you're mad. Okay, we'll move those. We're perfect. Now I have some blocks. It's going to be beautiful. Hi, Linda. How are you? Okay. I'm so excited for my other stuff to come. It's kind of like waiting for Christmas and just losing the plot. So, pause. I'm just throwing these things back away so I can actually find my desk. I thought we could use this incredible stamp set because I'm in love with it. I thought I could throw in some in colors. Does that work? So people are gonna be like, what? Yeah, I'm using it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go like that. I'm gonna kind of pull in a little bit of, folly looking colors. And I know, don't have a jammer because you're like, what? It's not folly. I know, I know. Oh my gosh, Jean, don't worry. Seriously, I giggle about it because honestly, like we all do it. So these ones, you can tell, have not been used. I got them and I blame it on one of my downline. So every month we have our team meetings and one person volunteers to demo and in return they get a bundle of their choice and they can demo that bundle or choose to demo another bundle. Anyway, this was the bundle she chose. She did an incredible job. So of course, what do you think happened? I felt the need to get it. This is so you can't just blame me because I go through the exact same thing you guys do. I get enabled too. Now, what I do love is I love the look of people stamping these on the actual color. So I think that's what I'm going to try today. Okay, so we'll see how this works. So I know you don't like it. I love it. Wants to roll with me. There is my wild wheat. Got some copper clay. I've got some pebbled path. Is that what it's called? Pebbled path? I think so. And then we'll throw in a little bit of white. I thought we could use, where's my new dyes? I'm absolutely in like love with these ones. They're here, they're incredible. So I think I'm going to go with, follow me, a pebbled path card base, and then we'll do a little bit of embossing. I have embellishments already out and ready. See how organized I sounded there? I'm not. I just didn't put them away after the last one. See, y'all feel better now? Good. Okay. So 8.5 by 5.5. Let me just score this. I was in the grocery store 15 minutes ago when my alarm went off saying, and you've got to get on. Okay, so we've got a card base right here. Ooh, I'm tempted to change my camera. So what I find is with the camera I'm on, I tend to get, it's almost too good. And so it causes a bit of a delay sometimes. We'll see. If it gets laggy, please let me know because I'll just switch to the other camera. Okay, so we've got that. Then I'm going to jump and grab one more piece, same color. Okay. I'm going to go through this stuff like nobody's business. 5.25, 5.4. We will emboss this. I'm thinking. Actually, I'm going to go one smaller. And you're like, what? What's one smaller? We're going to go 5 by 3.75. I want to do this technique that Marika had done on her sample card because I did love it. So we'll play with it a bit. Okay, so I've got that. I want to stamp my actual leaves on the right color. So we're going to put those there. I've got some basic white, way the bejeez over here for whatever I decide to do with my sentiment. Hi. Okay, so let's try this. So we'll do, where's the punch? The punch does the big guy. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I would do this. Now, I know everybody's going to do it slightly differently. Don't get mad at me if I don't do it your way. So I'm going to get my two biggest to start. Okay, so there's the leaf and there's his little friend. And I'm going to grab, oh, I have blocks right in front of me. That was funny. I'm going to go look for blocks. Ooh, always love, I know. We saw her do it. I loved it when she did, well, she didn't really show it to us, but it was on her card. I'll show you. Just like the look of it. So I've got those two all set. So let's grab a little bit. Move these guys out of the way. We'll try and keep it somewhat organized as we do this. Can I take off my sweatshirt? Hot, tired. It was a day. Okay. Ready? So we're coming here. Now, I like to start with the darker of the two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, ink this one up. And I probably should have scrubbed them off because I've never used them before. But I'm going to stamp him just like that. So tone on tone, okay? Now, we do want some scrap paper. Maybe I'll just use a piece of basic white that's out. I do want my chamois because I want to give this guy a little scrub before we use them. Hi, Annette. Annette, have you? Okay. We have a conversation going between us, like in messages, but it says on it something about devices added. And I'm like, what? I couldn't even figure out what was happening. I was like, forget it. I don't understand. I'm too slow. Okay. So I'm stamping that off. And now I'm going to come back in here. And because I've got that darker part already done, it's so easy for me to line up that inner kind of part. So come in here. Now with my, ooh, this is just so you know, ooh, it is hard with my eyes. I got their old lady progressives. I've adjusted quite well, I will say. I actually really like them. There. It just took me the first day. There was a lot of motion sickness. I was distracted. Can you please start again? Okay. Yeah, it was between you and I. So if you go into messages and it keeps showing, like it shows device added, device left. I'm like, what? I don't even know what it means. Now, this is kind of fun. So what I want you to do here is take a foam mat. And if you take a foam mat and you use the stylus that comes with your Simply Scored, we used to actually be able to buy, I don't know if we can still, haven't looked. We used to be able to buy extras of these. And all I'm doing is I'm tracing it right over top of the veins that are in the leaf. That. We'll go like that. Okay, so now I've kind of got, you can't feel it, but if you could, you would see what I mean. Okay, so I've got one of those. Now, we're going to just do a bunch of them in the different colors, and then we'll kind of figure out what's what. Okay, keep my thing here close. Hi, Deborah. I don't have to stay up past bedtime. I know it's the early night. I know. Nice. I'm doing a little bit of a freak out over the fact that I am leaving in like in like a week. A week Friday, I leave for Norway, and I'm just so you know, not ready. Super not ready. I'll come take this one. I'll stamp them. Love it. Okay, you. Ooh, ink it up. Stamp it off. Let's try it again. Are you excited I am excited for this month's Paper Pumpkin. Hey, if you haven't signed up, guys, today's it though, right? Like you don't want to miss it. And it's got in colors in it. Okay, I'm gonna screenshot it and I'll send it to you because I'm like, I don't even understand what this means. That's kind of funny. I know, Mandy. I'm so excited. I think more than anything, I mean, I'm excited to go away with my husband because we really have not, well, that's not true. We went away last summer. We took Joe to California for his graduation present. But that was kind of like the extent of it. Okay, so we've got that. And then while we're here, we're going to do our wild wheat, or as people like to call it, the diaper card or the diaper color. I actually like it. You ordered the add-on. There. Okay, so we'll do that same thing. We're going to ink them up. Hi, Heidi. There we go. Stamp it. That was like a weird color. No, that's it. Okay. I got a bit nervous there. I'm like, did I do it right? Okay, stamp you off. There. Don't comment. I know. And I know, like, so excited to go away with Sean again, but also so excited to see my friends. I feel like it's been forever. And that part, I will tell you, those are the things that get me through. Because working full time and doing this, it can get a little bit chaotic. I know. Isn't it funny, Sandy? So pretty. Okay, so that you can kind of see those ones there. Now, I also would like to do some of the smaller leaves, okay? Yes, but leaving teenage boys home alone by themselves. You guys are like, what? Joe's second year university. And Lucas is like seriously 7 weeks out of graduating from high school. Only one of them drives. Go figure. The younger one. But I think that is, I don't want to leave my puppies. Don't judge. I'm not worried about leaving my kids. I'm worried about leaving my dogs. Okay, there. I'm tempted with this one. I'm going to go full force. I'm going to do it. Nobody judge. There we go. Because you can still see through it because we did the dark one first. We'll just decide. Ooh, that's kind of fun. I just stuck it. Look at that. I stuck it in an ink pad. Good thing. Huh. Be careful. Normally operate with pieces of paper this big. And they do look very cool together. Okay, like that. Toss you off to the side. Okay, now this one you're probably going, oh my God, is she yes, I am seriously going to fussy cut it. The punch doesn't do both, right? The punch just does the larger. So I'm going to just quickly give myself this one. And then we'll kind of make it all work. Now I have got my In Color Club. I think I have one spot left on In Color Club. We are surprising our son with a trip to Vegas next month. Ooh. Use your stamp off at full strength. Huh? Use your stamp off at full strength. I totally lost you. Okay, there we go. Whoops, don't cut too close. Sorry, I started to cut too close. It wasn't looking very even for a second there. Ooh, those are so pretty. I know. See, Heidi, like that's I mean, my babies they're young dogs, but like we did say to the boys, there's no off-leash walks for the dogs while we are gone. They must remain all on leash. No, so Judy, this is actually one of our online exclusives right now. And so there's no die set. This one had a coordinating punch. Is she done? She's done. Well, she's not because she's going to make you do another one, but that's okay. Ooh, this one could be really pretty. There. Ooh, okay, hang on. So pause. That one, I'm going to show you a trick. Boys went away. Boys party proof the entire house. Had a huge party. It was quite a while after the parents found out. Impressive. Took pictures. Moved everything into their parents' room. Oh my God, that is brilliant. I have to say, Lukey always says, he's like, I'm not stupid enough to have a party. That's what he says. He's like, Mom, it would never work with you. Okay, so if you're wondering what I just did, all I did was I pushed the ink back a bit because I was trying to soften it. You're going to see what happens here in comparison to the first one. Okay, so there's our first one. Let's see this one. This one's going to be a little bit different. So you can see it's a little bit lighter there. I'll show you. Okay, give me one sec. So what I did was, especially in your newer ink pads, you'll find sometimes they're very inky. So I pulled some of the color back. That's the one where I pulled the color back, and that's the one where I had just stamped it. And so you kind of miss the veiny lines that I was putting in on that one. Okay, cover your eyes, please. Sorry, that was directed at Jennifer. She doesn't like it when I fussy cut. I think she says it stresses her out. And this is the girl who wouldn't buy a stamp set unless it had a punch or dies. And I'm like, I'll just fussy cut. And Jennifer, you would die when sometimes I'm like, oh, it'll be faster to fussy cut than to go get the dies. No, that's me. So Sean went away to the lake. Him and Joe went up. And of course, they went quadding and dirt biking. And I think my husband has hurt his shoulder. To keep reminding him, I'm like, yes, your children are 17 and 18. You, on the other hand, are not. Oh, those are so pretty. Okay. Okay. Let's clean you too. And then let's decide. I want to do an embossed background. Okay. So on this one here, we're going to emboss. Just trying to decide which one. I want to use one of our new ones. Do we use I'll pull them both out and you guys can decide. Polka dots, or do we use the kind of textury one? Hang on. Textury one, got it. I don't want to use the rope. I got the new rope one. There's another one that looks like, how else would I describe it? It actually looks like a little starfish. Does that make sense? Sorry, I was trying to find it. I'm just trying to find the polka dot one. I have it. There it is. These are from our 3 basic ones, okay? I'm surprised I didn't make a double punch. I know. The hashtag-ish one, that's the one you're thinking? That one there? Okay, we'll do it. Okay. I just wanted someone to make a decision for me. I really didn't want to. Oh, quadding. Okay. Yes, sorry. The ATV or a quad, it's called. So you know those ATVs, it's the 4-wheel doohickey. So Joe rides it, and Sean tends to ride a dirt bike. Joe will not ride a dirt bike. He says they're too dangerous. But I have to tell you, I think quads are actually potentially more dangerous in that if you roll them, you kind of can get pinned underneath. Okay, so got it. Okay, so this is what we want. Kim, how are you? There we go. Oh, look at your all's text. Okay, so we all went with the texture one. That's perfect. Good. Okay, so now this is where I want you to kind of see. It's a really fun way to add a little interest. I'm just closing ink pad so that I don't drop things in it, because I will. Okay, so what we're gonna do, you guys have all, I'm sure at some point, based on all of our ages, we've all curled ribbon with scissors, right? Like, do you remember? I was always when I was wrapping for my mom as a kid, that was always my job. I had to do the ribbon curls. So we're gonna use that same kind of technique. I know, boys and their toys. But we're using it right on the corner of the cardstock. And you're probably like, what is she doing? I'm not trying to rip it. So paper is made of fibers, obviously. And those fibers can actually be broken down, okay? She's probably going, what is she talking about? But if I keep doing this, I'm not trying to curl the rest of it. I hold it still. Eventually what happens is I can get that corner, there we go, to separate into like layers of cardstock. Does that make sense? So you can get that kind of worn out edge. So now I have to, if I'm trying to separate them, I have to do it carefully because I don't want to actually tear it off. I just want to move it downward. There. And I have no nails. I'm not a nail girl. Okay, it's coming. Okay, so now we're just going to roll it. I can barely ride a stationary bike. Yeah. You know, I love that Sean and Joe do it together. It makes me happy. Sean and Joe, those two tend to like Lukey loves the dirt biking. He's not, well, he likes the quad too. I shouldn't say that. But he's bigger on the dirt bike. And Joe loves to fish with Dad. And so I always feel like anything you can do together like that is incredible, right? I think they'll get Grandpa out on the fishing. I've heard that called faux suede because it's a killer fuzzy. It is. Okay. So all I'm doing right now is I'm just rubbing this, okay? So you're just trying to work it. And you can kind of work it with your fingers too. I'm not as good with my fingers. Just don't want to rip my cardstock is my only thing. And I'm being quite aggressive. Does anyone else want to sing right now? Be aggressive. Be aggressive. There we go. Now it's starting to come. I want to work them both apart and then I'll kind of let them go. Roll it. Kind of fuzzy. It's super killer fuzzy. I liked that. I thought that was cute. That cracked me up. It was killer fuzzy. There. I need one of my long-nailed friends to come over. Can somebody come? What if I can do it with scissors without cutting anything or cutting myself? Okay, ready? If you don't like blood, look away for a sec. Because the chances of me actually like cutting myself on this are pretty high. I don't know if anyone's ever played with our paper snips, but they are sharp. Okay, there we go. There, it's starting to curl. That's exactly what I want. Did anyone look? Oh yeah, they're all still there. I was like, oh, who left? Who is scared of getting blood? Ange and blood. There. There's no blood involved yet. We're safe. Okay, so I'm causing paper fuzz though. So that's gonna come on. I don't want it on straight. Is that okay with you guys? We're gonna put it on a little bit crooked. Or we would if I could find my seal on there. It's 2 ways to get up. I have to barbecue after this. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put adhesive down, but I'm not going to put it in those 2 corners just because I want them to be able to kind of work up, okay? Come like this. Put that one down. There. And here, once it's actually, this is a little bit easier. You can kind of work them apart. Crooked. I know. Can you believe it? I'm totally going crazy today. Is that making everyone nuts? Good. Okay. That's my job. Now you're not going to go together. I'm going to kind of mix. We're going to mix and match a little bit on here. I only did 5 for a reason. Okay. We'll get that kind of going. Now we need our piece to do our sentiment on. So let's keep those there. Breathe. Okay. Thanks so much. Love you lots, or hello. I'm just deciding. I think if we take these dies, I have friends who would ride with me, but they're about 15 minutes apart by car. Take this trail, return to land. I wish couldn't. The hills alone would kill me. Okay, so whoa, I didn't ask you anything. Isn't that funny? Somehow she thought I was talking to her. Now it's bugging me. No, I don't know why. It showed up in my like recent messages, but it said devices were unadded. Sorry, I'm totally gonna go look. Hello, is it me you're looking for? Weird. Okay, so now I just clicked on the message, Annette, and now it's all gone. That is super weird. Okay, so Annette's now messing with me. I should have screenshotted it when I saw it. So you guys, if you've missed these dies are in the new catalog. They are absolutely incredible. They're called the Nested Essentials dies, okay? But they're absolutely stunning. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to go with my Love You Lots, or I will as soon as I find the stamp set. There it is. I'm thinking I'm going to stamp it. Which color would you use? Would you use Wild Wheat? Would you use the Pebbled Path, or would you use the Copper Clay? No, not Copper Clay. Yeah, Copper Clay. Which one? Okay, and this is going to come in here. Love you lots. There we go. Just waiting on you guys to make a decision on my color. That's all. I feel like the Wild Wheat would look best. Okay, so we've got a Copper Clay from Judy. Okay, over there. We got a pebble. 2 pebbles. Oh, you jerk face, Jean. Still have 2 months. Another copper. That's 2 coppers, 2 pebbles. Hi, Linda Webb. A Wild Wheat. 3 coppers, 2 pebbles. 4 coppers, 2 pebbles, and a Wild Wheat. 5 coppers. Okay, it's Copper Clay, people. You got it. Jennifer, what did you vote for? She said Wild Wheat. Okay, no, Jennifer, can I tell you? I would have voted with you on this. You and I would have had the same vote, so don't feel bad. I got outvoted too. I should start to tell you what my vote would have been, because my vote doesn't actually count. I don't count myself. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! I love it. I love the sentiment. Okay, so we've got that. Let's put it away, the ink. Okay. I'm going to die cut this. Are you okay if I don't take everyone with me? I'll just stand here and yell at you from here. I was working on some zany zoos. Just for my catalog launch with Allison. Hey, you guys, get yourselves registered for these. The links are all, I think they're all now on my link tree, which is in the description. Oh. Loving this die. Does it say Sam is down to 10, sometimes 10 days? I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. Okay, love you lots. Sorry, now we're just going to do a little bit of piecing, okay? So we're going to come in here. Do love this one. You're going to come in there. Where's the other? We're missing a leaf. Did I eat it? Where? It's the Copper Clay one. No, there it is. I found it. Okay. There. Another one. So I'm just kind of like laying it down. Okay. Now there's these. Now you're probably going, what are they? They're like stems, I'm assuming. Where did they go? Here they are. Businesses are taking turns bringing in what? God. I'm going to tell you what happened last week. I seriously almost put in my resignation papers last Friday. I cried for an hour and a half after school Friday, driving from my school to my son's rugby game, which I almost missed because I was at my school. My grade 7 parents, they're amazing. I have phenomenal parents, but there were some fundraisers going on at school. And one was a plant sale, nothing to do with me. It was like the PAC was putting it on as a school fundraiser. And they had stored the plants underneath the kind of like deck or ramp of my portable. Copper clay, top left. Good. Can you remember to tell me that when we get back to this? And anyway, the parents were supposed to pick up after school. So of course, this woman comes to my door, um, looking for them or wanting to know if she could pick hers up. And I was like, I don't know. They're not mine. Like, I'm not sure. I don't know the process. And she proceeded to tell me how useless I was, which was awesome. Thank you. And kind of, I said, if you just go to the office, I don't know where the office is. I said, well, that's okay. I'll tell you where to go. No, no, no. The pebble leaf kind of gets swallowed up. Um, anyway, so it was just one of those. And then the grade 7 were doing a ice cream fundraiser. So people were picking them up and the parents had organized it. And it was just different than our normal delivery of how food gets done. So it got a little bit chaotic. And then I had fathers telling me that I should know what was going on. Like, it has nothing to do with me. I'm not doing the fundraiser. It's a fundraiser. No, I was useless. Yeah. I was like, okay. Teacher appreciation week. Yeah. Okay, so what I've done is I've actually stamped this off and I'm just using it. And we're going to give it, I don't want them going the same way. Oh, that didn't work. That was ugly. Sorry. Now I screwed it up. That's okay. We'll just cut another one. We can do that. I was thinking I'd be able to kind of add, well, I think I can. So what I'll do is I'll do it now. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to come in here. We'll stamp it off on this weird sheet of paper. Anyway, yeah, this woman particularly telling me how useless I was. That was fun. Thank you. Nice talking to you too. Ooh, I missed a spot. And then you wonder where, it's not a wonder sometimes. I have no idea. I think people in general are frustrated and angry lately, and I don't know. But it was just so bizarre to have it like directed at you and in front of my kids in my class too. And I was like, keep your cool. Don't tell her where to go. Because that's what I felt like doing. And I was like, no, you need to be the bigger person here. You need to show the kids the high road. I did not want to. I wanted to take the very low road. Now, no, I know. I'm with you guys. Well, I don't know. Like on my kids in my class, Jean, they're phenomenal. Like they are, I truly have like an amazing, caring, sweet group of kids. Like I adore them. They make me melt. I would do anything for them. Okay, there. So we're just doing that one more time. We just added a background to it. Okay. We'll see. If it looks ugly, we'll cut another one, right? We don't care. There's no shortage of white paper at my house. The teenage son's going to tell me that there's a shortage of dinner, but that's okay. I'm doing my live. I'll put it on as soon as I'm done. Did you just hear me? Maybe. Yeah. See, anyone want a cheeky 17-year-old? I will give him to you. I don't know if you guys could hear him, but all of a sudden from the laundry room, someone yelled out, "When's dinner?" Okay, there we go. Liking that idea well, it just kind of adds a little revision. There we go. It's kind of fun. Okay, so now you said that one died. I think that was what, hang on, I'm scrolling. Okay, copper clay top left, under the sentiment. Got it. And the pebble leaf kind of gets swallowed up by your background. Okay, but then could the pebble gray one come up higher? Just a second. I can't pick up the leaf, people. Um, Jean or Judy, you crack me up. I know you do want to say, but then I'm like, okay, but if I say it, a kid will hear me, and then I'll feel horrific that I should have set a better example. I feel like I should have a copper clay one that's smaller, or a pebbled path one. Okay, I'm just trying to. Put the gray on top of the wheat. Put the gray on top of the wheat, like that. Okay, we just have to figure out where these are going. That's our only issue. Okay, so isn't it funny how placement right now? Okay, but then I feel weird with that many here. Maybe I'll go here. And I'll put you and you. And so I'm laying it out. But oh, sorry. Now Judy says put the gray on top of the wheat. Okay. Calmly and sweetly and set the example. I know, Judy, and that's it too, right? Like, I don't want my kids to learn that they're doormats. And that's what I truly like. I felt like in that moment, because I felt like a doormat. And I'm like, yeah, I don't deserve this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop up our sentiment first, and then we'll work with everybody around it. Okay, because then we can tuck and we can do whatever. So let's go here. Okay, so now you're just going to have to start. Judy and who is it? It's Judy and somebody else. Judy McMahon and Annette. Can you guys just decide where those leaves are all going? And then, like, literally just tell me, Ange, do this. Ange, do this. I will listen to you. Okay, there. That. Now, should we go with a smaller one and have it popped up over top? There. Do you like, I'm not looking at you guys. I'm so sorry. It looks super weird because I'm always, don't want you. Don't want two of anybody. Okay. Need the three. But I feel like those three need to come together. Okay. Large wheat, large gray in bottom left. Large wheat and large gray in bottom left. Hate to say it, but I think one of the big ones should be little. No, don't hate to say it. That totally works for me. What color? What do you think we should do? What I'm just trying to decide who we make another little of. That actually works really well there though. Hang on, we're gonna try this. Okay, we can always pull off. It's me. We can peel anything we want off. Okay, so let's take you. Take you in just like that. There. Large wheat, large gray in bottom left. Sorry, you have to get that around. With a copper. Okay. I don't think the leaves should be on the corners with the curls. Okay. Wow. Can I be easily swayed? Yeah, just tell me where you want it. Like, I really am not there. This one, sorry, I'm just going to give him a little bit of there. This guy's going to get just a bit of the zhuzhing. Just want him to have a little bit there. You got it? Okay, that's okay there. Yes, Jude? Okay. Now I'm thinking that this dude's going to come up there too. These two are going to come. You kind of, it's funny. It distorts the shape that I'm working on when you start to place things. Like it looks like something's tipped. No, don't. You guys just keep talking. It's good. I totally agree with you. And between the two of you, you're basically saying the same things. You're just adjusting. I love the adjustments. Adjustments work for me. Okay, and then you are going to go underneath so that I don't lose the shape. Sorry, I'm just trying to place him. Just use 3 leaves. 5 is a lot. We can use 3 leaves. I've got those ones there. It's funny, you know the part that I'm not actually liking? I'm not liking the sentiment part. Yeah, bear with me because I'm going to cut one more. I think it's my shape that I'm actually not liking of it. So you guys just kind of discuss amongst yourselves. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to try one more thing. Okay. There. That. I don't think you'll fit. Just a second. I just shot things everywhere. Sorry. Will you fit? You will, and you won't be as long. You don't love the lines. Look at us. See, we don't love the lines. We all kind of agreed there. I'm like, I love the idea, but it didn't look the way I wanted it to look. It got too muddy looking. Okay, so hang on a sec. I do let these dies, but I'm thinking I want a little bit more beef. And I'm totally playing here, you guys. So please, I'm sure people are like, what is she doing? No. Okay, 2 on one corner and 1 on the opposite may do the trick. Okay, so let's just peel. Peel, banana, peel, banana, peel. Only thing I ever find is sometimes hard. What if you, oh, I lost your comment. I can't see it. Emboss the sentiment layer for texture. We could. There. Okay, so if this came on, there. And because I can't shut up, can the little copper leaf straddle the pepper and wheat? Can the little copper leaf straddle the pepper and wheat? Oh my God, you guys are making me laugh now. Okay, hang on. Let's take everything a little bit further this way so it's not quite, I'm gonna go slightly angled, okay? Can the little copper leaf straddle? There, sorry, I'm totally playing. Yeah, it looks cute. Okay, hang on. There. And you are going to need friends. We're figuring the card out as we go, people. It's like a group effort. You're loving it. Glad you love it, Linda, because right now I feel like it's not looking like much. Okay. There. Just have to make sure that everybody stays on the card. Okay. There. Just a sec. Gotta figure, yeah, we're getting too high. I like you. This is the leaf layout that you liked 10 minutes ago. Is it great? See? Well, I need to have like instant streaming to me and just yell, stop. Do you know what's actually bothering me? Oh my God, you're going to laugh so hard. It's the fact that this is crooked is bothering me because I can't make anything appear right to me. So just a sec. See, I'm not that wild, Judy. I can't even do it. I can't keep it that way. There we go. Okay, so let's peel you. Let's straighten you out. There. I just want to give him you hold still. This is what happens when I create. So I actually do a ton of changing when I create a card. It's not like a super streamlined process with me. I told you it would be too. I know you did. You did warn me. Just hold your horses, people. That's the piece that's inky, so we have to flip it over because that's where I got it all weird. This might not work at all. The colors might look totally hideous together, and that's okay. We'll deal with it. Okay. There. If you add some twine. Ooh, Nadine, I like it. Twine, I think, would look fantabulous. I really wish I had my jute. The new one. Sorry, that has to go on straight if we're going to put it on. I'm just taking a look, okay? This is not a done deal. I'm just playing. Okay. Oops, can you go the direction you're supposed to? And it might actually require copper there and not the wild wheat. There. I feel like it's almost you two. He's too big. Okay, everyone stay there. We're just playing. Don't judge my complete inability to design a card right now because I'm seriously having it. How many mad signs are there on this one right now? I agree. On the copper. Okay, so we think that copper would be a better base. I was thinking too. Change to copper, you're right. Okay. Yeah, the wheat it kind of is dying. And I think because we've also used that sentiment in that color. So all I just did right now is I took a piece of our linen thread and I did a double the length, then I cut it in half because I like to have the beef of a double bow. Okay, so that's going to work. Like that. Come in here. And I just need 7/8, 5 1/8. Okay. copper, but I like it. Okay, so we're getting closer. Okay, let's just peel you. So I do like just the two down there. I agree with Nadine. I think that we can pull it off with the twine as the fifth element. Okay, come on, off you come. There. You notice I don't press anything down though? Like that's kind of a thing that I do when I'm first designing. Everyone kind of sits up. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to take a little bit off this one. I do like that better. That works. Okay. Everyone breathe for 1 second while we just take a hair off of our copper clay and we recurl. That is not straight, so I'm going to fix that. There. Okay, that's now straight. Oh my God, Priscilla, we're totally having, what about taking out the pebble leaf? As if I know anything. No, Tim, don't say that. We're all just kind of like, we're trying to figure it out. I really like these bits. So hang on, if we took out, pause, you have to just peel it slowly, you guys. Remember, if you got embossing going on things, don't peel quickly. So you're saying, the only thing I feel like is it'll look too balanced. Okay, pause. Actually, I'm going to leave him. I don't know what it is about him. I really like the color. Nobody get mad. I can't make my card work. There. Come in here. There. We're figuring it out. Thank you, Sally. You're sweet. Okay, there. What do I do with that twine? You. There's a lot of beefiness up in the top. Oh, why can I not get this right? What is it with this? Okay. There. There. I really want to splash everything with water right now. Why? Why do I want like, yes, Judy's like, that might do it. Okay, but we can add in little embellishments still, right? Like we can still, okay, so what I'm thinking here is I'm just going to use glue dots. Use this one because I don't know where my other one is right now. It's here. It's somewhere on the counter. I just didn't do what they say look for it. You like me too. Too many bigs. Now it's stuck another big in. Okay. So, oh, it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's starting to work. Okay. Now we need those embellishments that I said I had out. Did you see where I put them? Can someone rewind the video? No small leaves. That was my yes. Okay. That was your yes to no small. We only have the one. Is that going to be bad there? Okay. Can someone help me find the embellishments? I told you I had them. Oh, there they are. Got them. And now we need my other take a pick tool, but I don't have it here. It's gone. Okay, it's coming together. I can feel it too. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to deal with the rest of it with embellishments. Okay, so these are my, whoa, but I don't have my other take a pick tool. It's somewhere here. It's the one I want, my one with my putty. But I made a mess after school when I started die cutting leaves and I didn't know where I put it. If I were my take a pick tool, where would I? Oh, it's right behind me. It's okay. It's right there. It's working. Fussy cutting, I don't like bows either. Fussy person. Well, no, I feel like I'm not a huge fan of the bows when I am like, it depends very much for me, depends on the ribbon that I'm using. Okay, so I like pulling in some copper clay down there. Now we need to decide what color the lone one is that's going to go up here. Do you want the lone one up top? Because it gives us a degree of 7. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want 7 things. So let me show you. Do you want a wheat or do you want a pebble? I love you, Judy. She's like pebble bound. Okay. Hold this. This is the only thing with these. You just want to be careful because you don't want to leave the sticky part behind. Okay. There. And I did choose the one size that I didn't have. Okay. So we went here. Well, you guys, it actually did turn out quite pretty. Now, you're going to die when you see what I'm about to do, and I'm going old school, so just smile and nod. Okay, you can do this other ways, but I'm not going to. So what I have here It's an old school, it's a color spritzer. You can do the same idea. You could take the lid off of a blend and you can like bang on your blend. You'll see Erica do it all the time. It's like a thing. But sometimes when I want that effect and I don't want to bash on my blend, I do go to my old school color spritzer. I know it's kind of a funny thing. So if you have one of these in your drawer, you'll be like, remember that thing. So I just need to spray one somewhere. Oh, not there. I need a piece of paper or pad or something. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to take this. I know splatter time. So what you're going to do here is, and you could use a splatter stamp set too. There, you see it? So actually you can't see it. So just a second, let me move it over to the piece of paper and I'll show you what it does. So I'm able to, it's called a spritzer because I can like spritz the color. They're old, Kim, I want to say 15 years ago. Okay. Like when I started with Stampin' Up, they carried them and I loved it. So it's going to get on everything. Like I'm getting it on the leaves. I'm getting it on the sentiment. I'm just dirtying things up a little bit and then I'll bring it up to you guys. Okay. What did somebody say? No spritz? Oh, final touch. I know. Judy's like, I gotta go look for my color spritz. I never got rid of mine because there was sometimes with cards where I couldn't finish them. And all it needed was that little bit of like dirtying there. Can you see it now? Okay, so all we did, and like it's on the outside part, we've got little bits on the leaves. You have a spritzer. I know. Okay, so there, like kind of, and it's a simple card, you guys. It's just a regular marker, Jude. So you just take your regular marker and it feeds into it. It is actually like it's got the word spritzer on it, but Stampin' Up used to sell them. Well, it only turned out marvelous because it took how many of us to make one card today? But I feel like this is why I like retreats because you can just be like, hey, what do you think's missing? What do we need? And especially when I haven't designed and I just get home. So, you guys, it turned out so sweet. I love it. I love the in colors together. And it is a very beautiful card. Anyway, mwah, and I will, I know Amy, everyone's like, where's my spritzer? I need my spritzer. I know they were fun. But as I said, if you don't have a spritzer, I should show you. I'm gonna take an older. Okay, give me one sec. So what you can do if you have an older blend, take it. You want the paintbrush end. Oh, this one might be too dead because I've like killed this one's end. But you can take it. Oh, that totally works. Okay, I'll show you. And it's Erica that got me doing this. And you can do that. Let me bring it up and see if you can see it. You see how this is up here. This is the reds that I did with the blend. So you can use that as a technique too. As long as you're okay with the little like ding marks on the side of your blends, but not like I care. Okay. So thank you so much. Mwah. Have an amazing evening. And I will see you guys all later. Hoping to be on Friday to unbox all of my goodies, but we'll see what happens. Okay. Night.